to hand him to the agent, but the guy is already driving away. Trevor tries to call him, however the agent won't answer his phone. He decides to drop the baby off at the social services office, only to discover that it's already closed. Next he calls the police station, but his reception is poor and his phone battery dies. With no other choice, Trevor has to take the baby with him to London. A train ride later, they arrive at a very luxurious building, and Trevor makes sure the baby doesn't appear on the camera when he rings the bell. While waiting in the lobby, he hides the baby inside his backpack until Petra comes to pick him up. Now Trevor has to awkwardly walk into the elevator so she won't see the child's face. After introductions, Petra shows Trevor a fob that must be used to access the apartment in Penthouse. During the elevator ride the baby makes some cooing noises, and Trevor has to pretend they came from him. They make it to the penthouse that Trevor will house sit and he's impressed by its beauty. The baby keeps making noises, so Trevor shakes his body to rock him. This only causes the baby to fart, so Trevor pretends it was him again and Petra tells him to put the bag down, so he walks backward and leaves the bag near the entrance. Afterward Petra gives Trevor a tour of the place, which has way too many rooms. The baby uses the chance to push the bag down and escape. When the adults return to the starting point, Trevor sees the baby's bottle rolling on the floor. Petra goes over the rules, reminding him that he isn't allowed to bring guests of any kind while the baby crawls behind her. Thankfully he's gone by the time she turns around. Then Petra shows him the rest of the rooms and Trevor hides the baby's bottle inside a vase, pretending he's just admiring the art. When he finally finds the baby, he hides him inside the trash can before Petra can see him. He wonders when he'll know if he got the job and Petra says it started 15 minutes ago. She leaves him her card and the fob, telling him not to lose it because there are no copies. The whole staff is on vacation, so nobody should show up during the holidays. After Petra leaves, Trevor charges his phone and finds a strange remote control. When he presses the buttons, the statue on the balcony moves. At that moment the baby makes some noise and Trevor finally remembers to pull him out. However his phone starts ringing, so he puts him in the can again and gives him a kitchen timer as a toy. Trevor picks up the call from the police officer, who says he's finally ready to pick up the baby. However, since Trevor has moved to a new address, he now has to contact the London police. The officer promises to pass along the details to his colleagues. Then Trevor checks on the baby and discovers he needs to be changed. He searches the apartment and decides to use a fancy shawl as an improvised diaper. The baby gets a bath and the shawl is held up by office clips. Trevor puts the dirty diaper in a plastic bag and leaves it on the balcony. Afterward he retrieves the bottle from the vase to feed the child, but the milk runs out fast. He brings the baby with him to the supermarket to get more milk and some baby food, but he needs to know the baby's weight to choose the right jar.